closing night, our final show of The Sound of Music, which is our 20th spring musical here at St. Lawrence. Yay! I'm Mary Carroll. I'm the Director of Performing Arts, and I'm just pleased and proud to present, that was a lot of P's. I'm pleased and proud to present this show to you tonight. Just a few announcements. It is a long first act, so get comfortable, get your seat cushions under you and get comfy. There will be an intermission of 15 minutes, and we have concessions and seat cushions, should you want them, in the back. We're asking you not to engage in flash photography because it really does blind the actors. And another thing are those cell phones, the ubiquitous cell phones. I'm going to ask if you have them, if you can turn them off or airplane mode or put them away and think, what's a cell phone? That would be wonderful. As I said last night, when you go to the movies and you're fiddling around on your cell phone, the actors are not going to be insulted, right? You're not going to have the actors coming off stage saying, what are you doing, texting during my movie? But up here, these students have worked for 3 months to get this show together, and it actually is kind of insulting in a live performance to be texting. So give us your full attention, forget the phone, let your worries go for 3 hours, and enjoy the show. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting the performing arts here at St. Lawrence Academy, and I hope you enjoy our show tonight. Thank you.
To beat like the wings of the birds that rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like a chime that flies from the church on a breeze. To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way. To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
I think we should be pleased with our efforts. Out of 28 postulants, 16 or 17 are ready to enter the novitiate. Now, let's consider the doubtful ones again. There's Ermengarde.
Reverend Mother, there's no doubt about Ermengarde. The religious life is no place for the pious.
You mean the pretentiously pious, Sister Bertha. There's Christina. And there's Maria.
Well, after last night, I don't think there can be any doubt in Reverend Mother's mind about Maria.
I gave her permission to leave the Abbey for the day.
I told you, Sister Bertha. Reverend Mother, I have brought Maria. She is waiting.
Sister Sophia, the mistress of the postulants and the mistress of the novices do not see eye to eye about Maria. How do you feel about her?
I love her very dearly, but she always seems to be getting into trouble, doesn't she?
Exactly what I say. She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee. Her dress has got a tear.
She waltzes on her waging pass and whistles on the stair.
And underneath her wimple she has curlers in her hair.
I've even heard her singing in the avenue.
She's always late
and bemused, and I never know exactly where I am.
Unpredictable as weather, she's as flighty as a feather.
She's a darling.
She's a demon.
She's a lamb. She'll outpest her any pest, drive a hornet from its nest.
She can throw a whirling dervish out of world.
She is gentle, she is wild. She's a riddle, she's a child.
She's a headache.
She's an angel. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? A pretty little rose, okay. Many a thing you know you like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But not to take the shame and listen to all you say. All you feel when waiting on this day. Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold on me in your
May I just...
Now, my children, I think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I am grateful to you all. Sit down, Maria. I want to talk to you.
Yes, about last night. Reverend Mother, I was on my knees most of the night because I was late. And after you'd been so kind and given me permission to leave,
It wasn't about your being late, Maria.
I must have awakened at least half the abbey before Sister Margaretta heard me and opened the gate.
Maria, very few of us were asleep. We could only think that you had lost your way, and to be lost at night on that mountain.
Reverend Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was that mountain that brought me to you.
Oh?
When I was a little girl, I used to come down the mountain, climb a tree, and look over into your garden. I'd see the sisters at work, and I'd hear them sing on their way to Vespers. Many times I went back up that mountain in the dark, singing all the way. And that brings up another transgression. I was singing yesterday, and I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it is only here in the abbey that there is a rule about singing.
But that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaretta is always reminding me, but too late after I've started singing.
And the day you were singing in the garden at the top of your voice.
But Mother, it's that kind of song.
I came to the window, and when you saw me, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
It's been on my mind, too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a child, and I can't quite remember. Please.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up a string. These are a few of my favorite things. You're right. It is that kind of song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I was brought up in the mountains myself. Maria, in spite of what you saw over the Abbey wall, you weren't prepared for the way we live, were you?
No, Mother, but I pray and I try.
Tell me, Maria, what is the most important lesson you've learned here?
To find out what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it is hard to accept.
Even then.
Maria, the dress you wore when you came to us, is that still in the robing room?
Why, no, Mother. I'm sure that's been given to the poor. Sister Margareta says that when we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes... Reverend Mother, why do you ask?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh, no, Mother, please no.
For a while only, Maria.
Don't send me away, Mother, please. This is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps you will go out into the world again for a time. You will return to us knowing what we expect of you, and that we do expect it.
I know what you expect, Mother, and I'll do it, I promise.
Maria.
If it is God's will, where am I to go?
There's a family of 7 children. You like children. You're very good with them. They need a new governess until September.
Until September?
Captain Von Trapp expects you this afternoon. He's a fine man, and a brave one. He was given the Maria Theresa medal by the Emperor. It was for his heroism in the Adriatic.
A captain in the Navy? Oh, Mother, he'll be very strict.
You're not being sent to his battleship. God bless you, Maria.
Reverend Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes.
Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. I have been given permission to sing. Be wildly rejoicing. Oh, what's the matter with me? I've always longed for adventure, to do the things I've never dared. Now here I'm facing adventure, then why am I so scared? A captain with 7 children, what's so fearsome about that. Oh, I must stop these doubts, all these worries. If I don't, I just know I'll turn back. I must dream of the things I am seeking. I am seeking the courage I lack. The courage to serve them with reliance. Face my mistakes without defiance. Show them I'm worthy, and while I show them, I'll show me so. Let them bring on all their problems. I'll do better than my best. I have confidence they'll put me to the test, but I'll make them see I have confidence in me. Somehow I will impress them. I will be firm but kind, and all those children, heaven bless them, they will look up to me and mind me. With each step I am more certain everything will turn out fine. I have confidence the world can all be mine. They'll have to agree I have confidence in me. I have confidence in sunshine. I have confidence in rain. I have confidence that spring will come again. Besides which, you see, I have confidence in me. Strength doesn't lie in numbers. Strength doesn't lie in worth. Strength lies in nights of peaceful slumbers. When you wake up, it's healthy. All I trust, I leave my heart to. All I trust becomes my own. I have confidence in confidence alone. Oh, help. I have confidence in confidence alone. Besides which, you see, I have confidence in me.
Yes, sir. I was calling the housekeeper and she didn't answer. Do you know why?
Sometimes she doesn't hear, sir.
Sorry, sir, I was answering the telephone. Good day, sir. We're happy to have you home again.
Why did the last governess leave?
Who knows? She just said, I've had enough of this, and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing her tricks again? Putting toads in her bed?
She didn't complain of that, sir.
Well, there's another one coming today, and this one can't walk out.
Oh?
She's coming from Naumburg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be at home for a time, sir.
Just until tomorrow. The telephone call, was it for me?
No, sir. It was for Franz. Before you arrived, there was a call from Vienna. Frau Schrader. I have the number in the pantry.
I know the number. Oh, I'll be back in about a month with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many, sir?
Just two. Herr Detweiler
Herr Detweiler.
and Frau Schrader.
Who wanted me on the telephone again?
It was the post office. They have a telegram for you. It'll be delivered at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock? That gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
With that scatterbrain boy delivering telegrams?
Well, that's one thing you're saying. If the Germans did take over Austria, we'd have more efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that. He didn't whistle for us when his wife was alive.
He's being captain of the ship again.
I can't bear being whistled for. It's humiliating.
In the Imperial Navy, the bosuns always whistled for us.
But I wasn't in the Imperial Navy.
Too bad. You could have made a fortune.
I'm Captain Von Trapp, your Fräulein.
Maria Rayner.
Now, Fräulein, as to your duties, would you mind stepping over there? Before the children meet you, you will put on another dress.
But I haven't any other dress. When we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
What about this one?
The poor didn't want this one.
This is what you would call a worldly dress.
It belonged to our last postulant. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given time. I can make my own clothes.
Good. I'll see that you're given some material. Today, if possible. Now, you will be in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. You will find how far they have progressed in their studies and carry on from there. Each morning will be spent in the classroom. Each afternoon, they march. You will see that at all times they conduct themselves with decorum and orderliness. Their first rule in this house is discipline.
Yes, sir.
This is your new Fräulein, Fräulein Maria. As I sound your signal, you will step forward and repeat your name. You, Fräulein, will listen and learn their signal so that we call them when you want them.
Liesel.
Friedrich.
Louisa.
Kurt.
Brigitte. Marta.
And that's Gretel. Now, Fräulein, let's see how well you listened.
Oh, I won't have to whistle for them, Reverend... Captain? What I meant is, I'll be with them all the time.
Not on all occasions. This is a large house on a large estate. They have been taught only to come when they hear their signal. Now, when I want you, this is what you will hear.
Oh, you won't have to trouble, sir, because I couldn't answer to a whistle.
That's nonsense. Everyone in this house answers to a whistle. I'll show you.
Yes, sir.
This is my orderly, my butler, the new governess, Fräulein Maria.
Yes, sir.
This is the executive officer, Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. Fräulein Maria, please make sure that her room is ready.
Yes, sir.
Well, I shall now leave you with the children. You are in command.
Pardon me, sir. I don't know how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain. I forgot to return this whistle, Captain. I won't need it, Captain. Well, now that there's just us, would you mind telling me your names again and tell me how old you are? Now you're...
I'm Liesel. I'm 16 years old and I don't need a governess.
I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich. I'm 14 and I'm a boy.
A boy? Why, you're almost a man.
I'm Brigitte.
You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Brigitte. She's Louisa. She's 13. And you're smart. I'm 9. And I think your dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Brigitte, don't say something like that.
Why not? Don't you think it's ugly?
Of course I do, but wouldn't tell her. I'm Kurt. I'm 11. Almost.
That's a nice age to be. 11 almost.
I'm Marta. I'm going to be 7 on Tuesday, and I'd like a pink parasol.
Pink is my favorite color, too. And you're Gretel. I'm going to tell you something. I've never been a governess before. How do I start?
You mean you don't know anything about being governess?
No.
Well, the first thing you have to do is to tell Father to mind his own business.
Louisa, don't. I like her.
What's in here?
My guitar.
What did you bring this for?
For when we all sing together.
But we don't sing.
Of course you sing. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
You don't?
No.
Well, now I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
when you sing, you begin with do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi. The first three notes just happen to be do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Come, I'll make it easier for you. Listen. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do, oh, oh, oh.
Do.
A deer, a female deer.
Re,
A drop of golden sun.
mi.
A name I call myself.
Fa,
A long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to
do. A deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run.
So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
So, do.
Is that what you call a song? Do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on?
No, do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on are only the tools we use to build a song. Once we have these notes in our heads, we can sing a million different tunes.
How?
By mixing them up. Listen. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Now you do it.
So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
Now, let's put it all together. And
So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
so we put in words. One word for every note. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
You said one word for every note.
Yes, Brigitte, I did.
But when you sing anything, you sing up 3 notes on one word.
Yes, that's right. Well, sometimes we do that. Now, all together, and
When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. A deer, a female deer, a drop of golden sun, a name I call myself, a long, long way to run. A needle pulling thread, a note to follow. So, a drink with jam and bread.
that will bring us back to do.
Do, re, mi, so, ti, do, do, ti, so, mi, re, do, mi, so, re, ti, ti, do, mi, so, re, ti, ti, do, mi, so,
Know the
ti, ti, do, mi,
notes to
re,
sing.
ti, ti,
You
do, mi,
can
re,
sing
ti,
most
ti, anything. Do,
You don't have to say goodnight this early just because your father's home.
How did you know my father was home?
Oh, I have a way of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
Oh no, I'm not really.
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know 2 days ago that you would be here at just this time tonight with a telegram for Franz?
Every year, on this day, he gets a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see? You are wonderful.
Can I come again tomorrow night?
Rolf, you can't be sure you're going to have a telegram to deliver here tomorrow night.
I can come again by mistake with a telegram for Colonel Schneider. He's here from Berlin. He's staying with the Gauleiter, but no one is supposed to know he's here. Don't you tell your father.
Why not?
Well, your father is pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Some people think that we ought to be German. They're pretty mad at those who don't think so. They're getting ready to... Well, let's just hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry about Father. He was decorated for bravery.
I know. The only one I worry about is his daughter.
Me? Why?
How old are you, Liesel?
16. What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage, for fate to turn the light on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on.
To ride on.
You are 16, going on 17, baby, it's time to think. Better beware, be canny and careful, baby, you're on the brink. You are 16, going on 17, fellows will fall in line. Eager young lads and roues and cats will offer you food and wine. Totally unprepared are you to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared are you of things beyond your ken. You need someone older and wiser telling you what to do. I am 17, going on 18. I'll take care of you.
I am 16, going on 17. I know that I'm naive. Fellows I meet may tell me I'm sweet, and willingly I believe. I am 16, going on 17, innocent as a rose. Bachelor dandies, drinkers, brandies, what do I know of those? Totally unprepared am I to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared
Frau Schmidt.
I'm getting ready for bed.
The captain's going to Vienna tomorrow. I have this material he ordered for a new dress for you.
Oh, how nice of him. Even before it's made, it's the prettiest dress I've ever had. I hope the captain will like it because I want to ask him for more material.
More?
Oh, not for me. For the children. For play clothes.
The Von Trapp children never play. The captain doesn't like them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees, roll on the grass, think of all the rocks and caves.
The captain says the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
There'll be new curtains for the window. They'll be hung tomorrow.
But these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
I don't know. Of course, he has to come home every time he hires a new governess. I sometimes think the children get rid of their governesses just so they can see their father.
Well, he must want to see them too.
Since his wife died, they remind him too much of her. You can put that away. You won't be using it.
Why not?
The captain won't permit music here.
He won't have music?
And he used to love music. There'd be wonderful evenings here. His wife would sing and he would play the violin or guitar, but he shut all that out of his life now.
So that's why he's the way he is. But not to have music. That's wrong for him and wrong for the children too.
It'll work out. The captain may marry again before the summer is over.
That would change everything. They'd have a mother again.
Yes, well, it looks like it's going to rain. You'd better close your window.
Dear God, I know now that you have sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother and prepare them to win her love so she will never want them to leave her. And I pray that this will become a happy family in thy sight. God bless the captain. God bless Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Brigitte, Marta, and little Gretel. And, oh yes, the other boy. What's his name? Well, God bless what's his name. God bless the Reverend Mother, Sister Margareta, and everybody at Naumburg Abbey. And now, dear God, about Liesel. Help her to know that I'm her friend, and help her to tell me what she's up to.
Are you going to tell on me?
Help me to be understanding, so that I may guide her footsteps. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.
I was out taking a walk, and somebody locked the doors earlier than usual. I didn't want to wake everybody up, so when I saw your window open, are you going to tell Father?
Liesel, did you climb that trellis to get up here?
That's how we always got into this room to play tricks on the governess. Louisa can climb it with a toad in her hand.
Liesel, were you out walking all by yourself? You know, if we washed that dress out tonight, nobody would notice it tomorrow. Then all of this would be just between you and me. You could put this on. Take your dress in there and put it to soak in the tub. Then come back here, sit on the edge of my bed, and we'll have a talk.
I told you today that I didn't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
If you would sit me, please. I'm so angry right now.
Oh, it's you, Gretel. Are you afraid? You're not afraid of a thunderstorm, are you? Well, you stay right here with me. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared.
Oh, no? Look. All right, all of you, up on the bed. Now all we have to do is wait for the boys.
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys aren't frightened too, are you?
Oh no! We were just making sure you weren't.
Was this your idea, Friedrich?
Oh no, it was Kurt's.
That's it, Kurt. That's the one I left out. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers it back.
I wish you wouldn't answer so loud.
Maybe, if we all sing loud enough, we won't hear the thunder. High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, hee-hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Folks in a town that was quite remote herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, hee-hoo. Lusty and clear from the goat herd's throat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lay. A prince on a bridge of a castle motor, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, hoo-hoo. Men on a road with a load to tote her, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Men in the midst of a table d'hote herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, hoo-hoo. Men drinking beer with a foam afloat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lay. One little girl in a pale pink coat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, hee-hoo. She yodeled back to the lonely goat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Soon her mama with a gleaming gloat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, hee-hoo. What a duet for a girl and goat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lay. Happy are they, lady, oh, lady, oh, yoda-lay, hee-hoo. Soon the duet will become a trio, lady, yoda-lay, 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 yoda-lay. Oh, ho, lady, yoda-lay, oh, 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 lay. One little girl in a pale pink coat herd, she yodeled back to the lonely goat herd. Soon her mama with a gleaming gloat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-lay, whoop, whoop. What a duet for a girl and goat herd, lay, yoda-lay, yoda-loo. Oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lady, yoda-lay, oh, lay. Happy are they, lady, oh, lady, oh, lady, yoda-lay, hee-hoo. Soon the duet will become a trio, yoda-lay, 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 hee-hoo.
Tell her Detweiler we're having coffee out here.
Yes, sir. Herr Detweiler is still on the telephone.
Thank you. Thank you.
No sign of the children, Franz.
Not yet, sir.
Georg, those mountains, they're magnificent.
Yes, they're not like any ordinary mountains. They're friendly. Look, that green stretch of woods over there. When the wind moves through, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village.
Oh, that's not a village, that's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
It's fun being with you. You're quite an experience for me.
You're quite an experience for me, too. Somewhere in you, there's a fascinating man. Occasionally, I catch a glimpse of him. And when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? I've never been called exciting before.
I'm beginning to understand you better now that I see you here. You know, you're a little like those mountains, except that you keep moving. How can you be away from this place as much as you are?
Maybe I've been looking for a reason to come back here to stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
Max can't still be on the telephone. I know he's desperate to find singers for the Karlsberg Festival, but... So you like it here?
Oh, we'd have to spend some time in Vienna. I have Heinrich's estate to look after.
I thought that was a corporation now.
It is, and I'm president.
You? President of a corporation?
After all, I managed Heinrich's affairs for years before he died.
I just can't see you sitting behind a desk.
Well, of course. I wear a business suit and smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, Captain. Heard Datweiler would like his coffee.
While he's telephoning,
He just finished.
Sorry I took so long.
any luck?
How would you like this for the Karlsberg Festival? The finest choral group in Austria, the greatest mixed quartet in all of Europe, and the best soprano in the world.
Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
So would I. All I've got now is a basso who isn't even profundo.
Max, you always come up with a good festival concert.
And why? Because my motto is, never start out looking for the people you wind up getting. That's why I have been telephoning Paris, Rome, Stockholm, London.
On Georg's telephone.
How else could I afford it? Why am I up here?
I hoped it was because you liked me.
Of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king. You have an excellent wine cellar.
Max?
I like rich people. I like the way they live. I like the way I live when I'm with them. Speaking as a government official, Georg, is that a cathedral over there?
That's our abbey, Nonnberg Abbey.
Do they have a choir?
A beautiful one.
Good. In the next few days, I will have to visit all the towns around here and listen to choirs and quartets.
You'll be here for meals, though, won't you?
Oh, yes. It wasn't a town just about that size. Baltzman, where I first met the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival, became very famous, and toured all over the world.
Oh, yes. Whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they were rich enough to live in America. Who lives in that dilapidated castle over there? Rumpelstiltskin?
Baron Elberfeld, the oldest family in the valley.
I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you give me a dinner while I'm here? Oh, nothing much, just something lavish.
I wouldn't know whom to invite. Today it's difficult to know who's a friend and who's an enemy.
This isn't a good time to be making enemies. Let's make some friends.
I can't understand what's happened to the children.
You're not worried about them, are you?
Well, they should have been here to welcome you.
Well, it couldn't have been an intentional slight because they haven't even met me yet.
Forgive me. I'll try to find them.
Elsa, have you made up Georg's mind yet? Has he decided to marry you?
Oh, yes. He hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
You don't know what it is?
No.
I do.
What?
It's very simple. It's money.
Money?
Yes, he is rich and you are rich. In all the famous love affairs, the lovers have to struggle. In garret rooms away upstairs, the lovers starve and snuggle. Their famous for misfortunes which they seem to have no fear of, while lovers who are very rich you very seldom hear of.
There's not a sign of them anywhere.
No little shack do you share with me. We do not flee from a mortgagee. Nary care in the world have we.
How can love survive?
You're fond of bonds and you own a lot. I have a plane and a diesel yacht.
Plenty of nothing you haven't got.
How can love survive? No rights for us on the top of a bus in the face of the freezing breezes.
You reach your goals in your comfy old rolls or in one of your Mercedeses.
Far, very far off the beam are we, quaint and bizarre as a team are we. 2 millionaires with a dream are we, we're keeping romance alive. 2 millionaires with a dream are we, we'll make our love survive. No little cold water flask have we, warmed by the glow of insolvency.
Up to your necks in security. How can love survive?
How can I show what I feel for you? I cannot go out and steal for you. I cannot die like Camille for you. How can love survive?
You millionaires with financial affairs are too busy for simple pleasure. When you are poor, it is toujours l'amour. For l'amour, all the poor have leisure.
Caught in our gold-plated chains are we, lost in our wealthy domains are we, trapped by our capital gains are we, but we'll keep romance alive.
Trapped by our capital gains are we.
We'll make our love
survive.
What do you want?
Captain, I don't see. Huh!
Who are you?
I have a telegram for Herr Detweiler.
I am Herr Detweiler.
You've delivered your telegram, now get out.
Georg, he's just a boy.
And I am an Austrian. I will not be Heiled.
Georg, why don't you see things the way I do? What's going to happen is going to happen. Just be sure it does not happen to you.
Max, it's a good thing you haven't any character. Because if you had, I'm convinced I'd hate you.
You could not hate me. I'm too lovable.
Herr Detweiler, there's a call for you.
I'll take that.
Georg, take me inside, will you?
Oh, Captain, you're home.
Straight line! Get cleaned up, get back into your uniforms, and report back here. At once! Fräulein, where'd you get these abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of some curtains. The curtains I used to hang in my bedroom. There was plenty of wear left in them.
Just a moment. You mean to tell me that the people of the neighborhood have seen my children wearing old curtains?
Oh, yes, they've become very popular. Everyone smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
They say, "There go Captain Von Trapp's children."
My children have always been a credit to my name.
But, Captain, they weren't. They were just unhappy little marching machines.
I don't care to hear from you about my children.
Well, you must hear from someone. You're not home long enough to know them.
I said I don't want to hear it.
I know you don't, but you've got to. Take Liesel. Liesel isn't a child anymore. And if you keep treating her as one, Captain, you're going to have mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich? Friedrich's afraid to be himself. He's shy, he's aloof. Friedrich needs you. He needs your confidence.
Don't tell me about my son.
Brigitte could tell you about him. She could tell you a lot more if you got to know her because she notices things and she always tells the truth.
especially when you don't want to hear it. Kurt is sensitive, he's easily hurt, and you ignore him, you brush him aside the way you do all of them. I haven't finished yet. Louisa wants to have a good time. You've just got to let her have a good time. And Marta, well, I don't know about yet, but someone has to find out about her. And little Gretel just wants to be loved. Oh, please, Captain, love Gretel, love all of them. They need you.
Stop it! You will pack your things and return to the Abbey as soon as you can.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said those things. Not in the way I said them.
After you've gone, they'll be able to learn, they'll be able to do everything they can do without you.
With the sound of music.
What's that?
Singing.
Who's singing?
Your children.
My children singing?
I wanted them to sing for Frau Schrader when they met her.
Georg, you must hear.
With the sound of music, my heart wants to sing every song. It is every song it is.
My heart wants to beat like the wings of a bird that rise from the
From the tree to the tree.
My heart wants to fly like the chime that flies from the church on the breeze.
I go to the hill when my heart is low. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Edelweiss. Georg, why haven't you told me how enchanting your children are?
Children, I want you to show Frau Schrader the gardens.
Yes, show me the gardens. I want to see everything, and with you too. I don't know any of your names yet. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure I won't get them straight for a long time.
My name is Marta. No, it's not. She's Louisa. I'm Marta.
You were right. I don't know my own children.
They're waiting to know you. They want so much too. After I've gone,
No. I want you to stay.
if I can be of any help.
You've helped already. You've brought music back into my home. I had forgotten. To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way. To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Far, a long, long way to run.
I came back to congratulate you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, the captain was really moved.
Yes, I think he was pleased.
He's asked me to stay on with the children.
Oh, you're staying on.
Until September.
September?
Then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey?
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh! How nice! When you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
No. That's right. You must do that to all the guests.
Gosh, babe, will you fix my bow? We've never had a party at our house before.
Oh, yes. There used to be lots of parties here.
Friedrich and I used to watch them from the top of the stairs.
I remember music.
Once, your father brought a gypsy orchestra all the way from Budapest.
Oh, yes. And they wore red coats.
Go ahead, children, and mind your manners.
I remember beautiful ladies and everyone laughing.
There is one lady, the most beautiful of all. I think she was here all the time.
Yes, Louisa.
Can we dance while the guests are dancing?
Of course. Remember what Fraulein Maria told us.
Yes.
Yes.
It's much more pleasant on the terrace. Baron Elberfeld, it's nice to see you and the Baroness here again.
Fresh air is charming, Georg.
I hope she isn't ill.
Oh no, just a headache. I'm on my way up to get her.
Father, I don't think these guests are having a very good time.
Half the people I invited aren't speaking to the other half.
Well, Father, maybe they're having a good time not speaking to each other.
Oh, sir? Frau Schrader asked me to let you know she'll be joining you in a few minutes.
Thank you. You might see whether she'd like this glass of brandy.
Yes, sir.
Remember it? Show me!
All right. Well, first the boy and girl meet. That's right. Then they go for a little stroll.
Am I doing it right?
Yes. Now skip.
This is so fun!
Turn.
Whoa!
It's very good, Kurt. But let me show you how to do it properly. Well, Kurt, that's how it's done.
Your face is all red.
Is it? I guess I'm not very used to dancing.
Well, hello there.
Good evening, Frau Schrader.
Are you feeling better, Frau Schrader?
Yes, thank you, Kurt.
Hello, Uncle Max. We're having a party.
Good. Tell your father it is sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max.
Elsa, without a doubt, you are the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Thank you, Max.
Max, you're here, and as usual, just in time for dinner.
Georg, did you think you could give the gala without me?
Oh dear, now we'll have an odd man.
A little odd but charming.
Liesel, go and ask Frau Schmidt to set 2 more places, and I want to see Fräulein Maria.
2 places?
We need another woman.
Who? Liesel?
Oh no, she's much too young. I'll ask Maria.
You're not serious.
But of course.
She's a nursemaid.
Well, I don't think of her that way.
I don't mind, but you're friends. You couldn't possibly ask them to dine with Maria.
Why not?
Elsa, tell him why not.
Max, can you change in a hurry?
Yes, Max. We can use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you out there.
Come on, Georg. I've been dodging these people for an hour.
Brigida, have you seen your father?
I knew it all along. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She just wanted to get out of the party. She was faking.
Brigida, you shouldn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know. I heard her tell Father she had been dodging those people.
That doesn't mean she didn't have a headache. It's very important that you children like Frau Schrader.
I like her all right. Why is it important?
Well, I think she's going to be your new mother.
Oh, Fräulein, Father would never marry her. Why, he couldn't.
Why couldn't he?
Because he's in love with you.
Now, Brigida, that's just the kind of thing.
You must know that.
Brigida, no.
Remember the other night when we were all sitting on the floor, singing the Edelweiss song he taught us? After we finished, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. He didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing so he could look at you. And when he speaks to you, the way his voice sounds.
No, Brigida, no.
And the way you looked at him just now when you were dancing. You're in love with him.
One more dance, Gretel, and then off to bed. Oh, Maria, you won't be having dinner with the children tonight. You'll be having dinner here with us.
No, I can't.
Oh, yes, it's all arranged. You'll have to hurry, and you'll have to change. Maria, wear that dress you wore the other night when we were all singing. It was lovely, soft and white.
Shall I announce dinner, Captain?
The children will want to say goodnight. Georg, I wanted the children to say goodnight, the way they did last night.
No, Elsa, not here.
Please, Georg, the way they did it for me. It was so sweet.
No, not in front of strangers.
Please, Georg, for me.
Presto changeo.
Max, you're just in time. Children, now.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. I hate to go and leave this pretty sight. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Adieu to you and you and you.
So long, farewell, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne. Yes?
No.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye. Goodbye.
Dinner is served.
Elsa, they're extraordinary.
Fraulein Maria taught them to do it.
I searched all over Austria for something like this, and I find it here.
Wait a minute, Max.
7 children in one family.
Max, Georg didn't even want them to perform for the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
Ah, then you have the influence. You must talk to him.
Max.
Elsa, this is important to Austria, and it would not do me any harm.
Sister Sophia, take our new postulant to the robing room. Bless you, my daughter.
Maria has asked to see you. I know it has taken her a long time.
I waited until she wanted to come to me.
It's strange. She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too.
Why did they send her back? Do you know?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer.
I shall see her.
Maria!
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I've learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back to us?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going, without saying goodbye.
Sit down, Maria. Maria, what happened? Why did you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I was confused. I never felt that way before. And I knew I couldn't stay. And that here I would be away from it. And that here I would be safe.
Maria, our abbey is not to be used as an escape. What is it that you can't face?
I can't face him again.
Thank you, Sister Margareta. Maria, are you in love with Captain Von Trapp?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me about it.
Brigida said that I wasn't, and that her father was in love with me, and there we were, and we were looking at each other, and I could hardly breathe. And then I knew I couldn't stay.
But you do like him, Maria.
Oh, yes.
Did you let him see how you felt?
If I did, I didn't know that I did. That's what's been torturing me. I was there on God's errand. To have asked for the captain's love would have been wrong. I don't know, Mother, but I do know this. I am ready at this very moment to take the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity.
Maria, the love between two people is holy too. The first time we talked together, you told me you remembered your father and mother before they died. Do you remember? Were they happy?
Yes, they were very happy.
Maria, you were born of their happiness, of their love. And my child, you have a great capacity to love. What you must find out is, how does God want you to spend your love?
I've pledged my life to God's service. I've pledged my life to God.
My daughter, if you love this man, it does not mean that you love God less. You must find out. You must go back.
Please don't ask me to do that, Mother. Please, please, just let me stay here.
These walls were not made to shut out problems. You have to face them. You have to find the life you were born to live.
How do I find it?